Okay, we're kind of getting to that weird point in the game when there's not really that much left to find. Not that many missile upgrades left. There are probably about, well, there's at least one I skipped. And there's probably maybe 5 or 6 left in general. We don't really need that many missiles, though. Because we're kind of getting to the, we're kind of at the point where we're getting to the end game. So things like that become slightly less important. But what's important here is getting out your missiles. Because if you're not careful, you will get hammered in the alley here by this Gamma Metroid, who we have a short space to work with here. Or actually, we have a wide space to work with. That's what's important. So, yeah, that's already one knocked out. So he was pretty easy to kill. We're going to make our way up then. I'm missing a missile upgrade. I know I am, but it's not important compared to the fact that what we're doing here is... Ah, crap. Well, good thing there was a little space to clutch onto there. Here we go. This is where exploring the wide open ceiling area of places like this becomes really important. Now, they would be really mean to make us fight a Metroid in here, especially with these spike-looking nasties. I don't think they would actually do that. I think we're going to have one more room to go. I am doing some pretty flippin' awesome space jumping, though. That's pretty, if you watch Adventure Time, pretty lumpin' awesome. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Here we go. Not only even a minute in, and we're already, we need to clear out a wide space here, because you can see this particular Gamma Metroid is flashing. This is our first encounter with a Zeta Metroid. He sheds the skin away, and now this guy is going to get way up in our faces. Really, the best thing to do is just get right up in this guy's craw and just pump his stomach full of missiles. They are really fast and really nasty, and they follow you around the screen, which is nice. You can't ever really get them off screen, but yeah, you can't hit them from underneath either. That's the thing. It's a head-on type of deal. Fortunately, there's an energy ball somewhere around here. This is really getting annoying with him ducking up into the deal. I have already wasted almost a third of my missiles. Good God. There better be a missile battery around here too. But yeah, they take tons of hits, and they are a huge energy sapper. Fortunately, there's only about 3 of them in the whole game, but they are not they are not nice. They are totally mean, and they stole our Lincoln Logs, and I was playing with them first. They didn't even ask if they could share, but now we're going to go fight a, now Gamma Metroids just seem like cake compared to those guys, but we're going to keep going up because, ah, crap, yeah, I'm stupid. We're going to keep going, there we go, there, hey, missile upgrade, yeah, we'll take 10 missiles, sure. I think all we have to do is, how do we get into that one? I think that's actually a little farther up the way. We might have to do some bombing. There we go. Alright, okay, let's jump back up. That's a small bit of relief. What is not a small bit of relief is facing off against the Gamma Metroid as soon as you jump up the screen here. We're going to get ourselves cornered, which may not have been the best strategy, actually. But if he'll stay a little more on our level, then I'm fine with it. Okay, yeah, we got him stuck in a little crook there, and that wasn't so bad. See, next to... Oh, crap, no! Thank you, little Yumbo Mumbo thing, for saving my freaking life there. Oh, I did not want to fall all that way and then not get an energy refill. That would have just been the pits. There we go. Thank God. Okay, but yeah, that's already 2 of the Metroids in this area out of the way. Out of, I think, 4? Let's just go ahead and just pump this area full of plasma, so in case there's anything below us that can hurt us, it won't find us or anything. Wow, man, there are just Metroids leaving eggshells everywhere. I told them to clean up this place. They are really going to decrease the property value. Another missile refill. Alright. We're going to find quite a few of those around here, actually. This is the last place where those are real. And this is the place I was thinking of earlier, actually. Like a few videos ago when I thought there was going to be a missile upgrade in the water. But this is the only reason to come down here. So, we are good to go. Unless we want to jump up this way, which I think we might. I think it might behoove us to not suck at jumping. Actually, let's get going straight up again. Well, if worse comes to worse, I guess we can always turn into a spider ball. I was going to say, those Halcyon guys, boy, they split. Usually they don't have that wide an area that they run around in. Space jumping. Exciting. Fun. Show your friends. Ah, okay, good. Okay, good. So there was actually a reason for coming up here and doing this bullshit. That's good. Not the least of which is missile battery. We have 200 of these dang old things now. Oh, hey, crap. Fudgy. Okay, I think, oh, hey, okay, we're gonna have to come down here with a, spider ball at some point. So, let's go ahead and, hop up. Try to knock his pattern out of sync. And, hop over to the wall. Boom! That was not that bad. I think this is where we're going to get the screw attack, finally. The screw attack is not just useful for plowing through enemies like the Halcyon. Oh boy, Zeta Metroid coming up. Oh man, you see they've got the evil in there. They got the crazy bug eyes now. Oh, woo! Man, they are really good at homing in on you. I don't think there's a way to not get hit by these things, really, unless I just inadvertently discovered it. Yeah, they'll basically run around like smart bombs until they're satisfied with homing in on you and getting a hit on you. But this is not as bad as the one in the sand. Making you fight a Zeta Metroid in the sand and having it be like the first one you face, that is really super mega evil. IMO, LOL. No, it's not through there. Okay, it's kind of a long way to the screw attack, but it's not just useful, as I was saying, for attacking and just shredding through enemies, although that is definitely a great use for it. We can just space jump through the air forever and just kill guys like it ain't no thing but a chicken wing, so they say. There it is. But yeah, it will also help us keep Metroids at bay. Like if you use your screw attack and a Metroid tries to like jump in and kill you and, you know, really lay into you, then you won't get damaged. And yeah, get used to that noise for the rest of the game. You're going to be hearing it a lot. Now the spider ball is kind of useless because we can space jump almost everywhere that we want to go. But yeah. Back out into the desolate nothingness. Yeah, we'll go ahead and spider ball this one time, but just to get away from these dudes. This is a good place to test it. Yep, and usually you get the whatever energy they were holding as you screw attack through them. So yeah, it's like a great little energy missile pickup device as well. Okay, now here comes an energy tank. This energy tank looks easy to get. That was a Raymulkin right there. It's like the evolution of a Halcyon, weirdly enough. Here is one of my least favorite parts in the whole game right here. Getting through this little thing right here. Wait, am I? Wow! I never make my way to it that fast. It's like a really nasty maze type thing. There we go. Now we've got all our energy tanks, and there's at least one more hidden in this game, I think, so... But it would be kind of useless to get it, so... Yeah, there is a missile upgrade in here, too, as well, so we might want to make our way... Yeah, let's drop our way down to that. Wow, but yeah, I never navigate that maze that well. I am really just satisfied with myself there. And there we go, more missiles, excellent. So yeah, you gotta make your way through this dark little maze, and it's not a lot of fun, I'm not gonna lie to you. But I'm not gonna lie to you, Marge. Well, let's get out of here. Okay. Are we gonna crawl on out of here and be successful and awesome? Yes, we are, wow. Wow, I guess time has just made me, like, super freaking awesome at that part. I'm not just, am I just, making my way into stupidness? No, I'm actually doing something probably semi-useful, actually. Unless they make me fight a Metroid in here, which, knowing this game, yeah, they're like, fuck you, they would totally make me do that. Actually, I don't think you have to fight a Metroid in the sand in this room, unless I'm completely wrong, and you do. Thankfully, it's only a gamma. I can take care of gammas at this point. I'm a big girl now. I wear my pull-ups. And I don't even pee in them. You know, YouTube is the last place you would think to come for parenting tips, but I have to tell you, pull-ups are bullshit. The kid is just going to treat it like a diaper. It's not going to teach them how to urinate correctly. Just, look, if you're out there and you're a parent, just make your kid wear underwear. They'll wet the underwear and they'll get the idea pretty quickly, let me tell you. That might be all the Metroids in this area, actually. I'm going to stand here out on the cliff edge because that's the best place to stand during an earthquake, let me tell you. Nah, there's at least one more around here. I feel like I haven't fought nearly enough Zeta Metroids. So, yeah, we need to get... Let's go ahead and get cracking then. There's a whole, like, inside area that we haven't explored that you don't even really need to. Once you get, like, the space attack and the space attack. I guess that could be, like, a combined name for the space jump and the screw attack. Come to think of it. I'm accidentally a genius, but where is it? Where am I failing to find a Metroid around here? Down in there somewhere, yeah. I just totally cheesed and totally effed it up. In fact, I think there's 2 Metroids left. There we go. Thank God for the screw attack. Screw attack, you are so incredibly 9,000 million kinds of awesome. Please don't make me fight a Metroid in Spiky Room. Please don't make me fight a Metroid in Spiky Room. How would I ever pull this off? Man, this is awesome. Man, I am just sounding my way through this room like it ain't nothing. Alright, another gamma, whatever. That is just a tiny bit of nothing. Running away from a gamma Metroid. Man, it seems like not that long ago even that it took billions of missiles to kill these things, and now I just don't even feel like, you know, it matters at all. Let's cut our way through the room. I think there's at least one Zeta Metroid left, and he is going to be a straight drop down from where we are currently. That's, wow, we're pretty much flying through the game here. We only have 6 Metroids left. Dang, is what I say. Oh yeah, this is a useless room that we're in right here. Oh, I thought there was something at the bottom of this. Oh yeah, there we go. There's the Metroid egg that I'm looking for. Okay, I was like, thought there was a Metroid in the water or something that I had to fight, but no, he was just a little bit of the way up. It tweren't nothing. Oh yes, here is the final Zeta Metroid. I thought I wasn't fighting enough of those things. Whoa, yeah, see, he'll like come up under you and like hit you 50,000 mega 80 bazillion times. But the wall to our right that I've been ignoring in the main area down there, it's a hub area where you can get any gun you want. Like if you really miss using the wave beam, or like say you I don't know, like you never got to use the spazer, then you can go in this room here to my right, not where the Metroid eggshell is located, but you can go in there and you can get any gun you want. It's a pretty useless area, truth be told, and it's a colossal waste of our particular time. I don't know why I keep going for these energy things when I know I'm just gonna fall. And I've suddenly gotten terrible at keeping up a consistent space jump. I thought those guys would give you a bigger energy boost. Well, we know who's not going to leave a tip at a restaurant, if you get my drift. I don't know what drift I had there. But I want to go back around. The reason I'm taking the time to go above this colossal monolithic structure is because, as you recall, that's a teeny tiny little stopping point, but it's enough of a resting place to keep screw jumping. There we go. Man, this is great. But yeah, as you recall, I'm coming over this giant monolithic structure and making this horribly razor-like jizz noise because there's a missile battery over here, and we are definitely going to want to fill up on missiles for the penultimate area of the game coming up, which will lead into the final area, conveniently enough. Now to just make our way down. And this place that's right below us, it's covered in cobwebs for a reason. It sucks. We're going to keep on moving, though. We're going to get out of here. Because, as you saw, there was an earthquake. So we are doing pretty well. And that's it for Zeta Metroids, even. That's the only place in the game that those guys pop up. And that's kind of a nice act of mercy, if you ask me. Only having those guys be in one area of the game, because they are, as you can see, they are totally up in our business. And in the next area, we're going to be fighting the Zeta Metroid Evolution, which is a... Can I really not shoot you from above? Is that not legal? It's not in the rulebook? Okay. Yeah, we're going to be fighting Omega Metroids. They are the evolution of Zetas, and they're kind of like Zetas, except they don't move as much, which is why I personally find them easier to fight. So let's go, get down. We're already, I think, actually we're making pretty good progress into that particular area. There are, I think, from this point, no more missile upgrades, I think. No more than I found, anyway. 210 is plenty of missiles to cap off the game with, however, so... Oh, I don't think so, Mr. Scorp. And you're too deep in the wall for me to even get your missiles, so you're just being mean by going back into the wall. Why would you do that to a poor old girl? Spare a sister some missiles? I don't really need them, but if you could spare them, that would be great. Nope, nothing doing. Okay. Well, it's pretty much just easy enemies, and make sure you have your missiles full at this point, because Omega Metroids take gobs, I'm telling you, gaboos of missiles to kill. What am I doing? Is there something I need to get up here? Is there something I'm missing out on? Actually, I think I may be backtracking, so, you know, not to waste time or anything, but we need to get on the move. Oh, hey, no, there's at least one. Okay, yes. Okay, I remember what's going on here. In fact, we probably have time. We haven't been going the, we're almost at the usual 20 minutes, but we're not quite there yet. So, this would be a good point. We can't go down any farther in the planet yet. There are only a few Metroids that we gotta kill in this particular area. But it's kind of weird how we go about this. We're gonna go up here, and, we're gonna go into a... We're going to go up into this area right here. And it's going to lead to two different Metroid eggs. But the way we're going to go about this is really weird. First, we're going to find an Alpha Metroid, and that doesn't really seem like much of anything. That doesn't really seem like, you know, something that's going to get in our way. And this is also the last Alpha Metroid we're going to fight in the game. He is not that bad, but now we're going to do some backtracking. This is a little bit complicated, because you see, there's two Metroid eggshells there, but there was only one Metroid. So what we're going to do is we're going to, I think we can maybe go back from this point and face him, but you got to go to this room twice. It's the exact same room, everything is the same as usual, but we're just going to approach it from the, yeah, no. Yeah, we're going to end up making what is essentially a circle. So, let's go ahead and let's try that out now. Go ahead and cut through here. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll get some nice fadey stuff. Okay. Yeah, here we go, Mr. Moto Man. That's a good way to refill our energy for this epic fight that's coming up. Pop! In the butt. Okay, yeah, see, now we're in this area again. Everything appears to be, it would be good to go ahead and, whoa, nuh-uh. I do not think so, sir. But yeah, we're in the same area now. You can see we have, done a little bit of major backtracking, actually. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go up. We're gonna go to the same spot we just went to, which seems counterproductive. But I can assure you, once we get there, we're going to end up facing an Omega Metroid, and you're going to get your first glimpse of that today. We are kind of really cooking through these evolutions, actually. So when we come up, there's going to be a Zeta Met. There he is. And he grows into this thing with, like, he's like the hunchback of SR388. Yeah, I love that sound that they make. And his tail is cut off, too. The Zetas had a very long tail. But yeah, see, it's best to just get in these guys' faces, because Yeah, they hurt a little bit, but I mean, their firepower hurts some, but like, see how still they sit? They're not nearly as hyperactive as the Zetas were. The only thing is, they just take like a shitload of missiles to kill, though. That's the only thing about them. That's why it's good to be up on your missilage. We got about 158. I think that'll do us pretty well for the segment coming up. So, yeah, let's go ahead and let's kill some motos. Hopefully get some energy out of them, and that is going to do it for today. Now we can make our way down to the final area, and it's going to be full of the wiggity whack awesomeness. Wiggity whack, I am aware, actually probably doesn't mean anything very good, but we should take this time, actually, while we're traveling to this area to get missiles from Scorps. Did he just come out of the floor there? Okay, he came out of the floor up there. Yeah, let's fill up on as many missiles as we can, because there won't be too many opportunities to do that in the positively apocalyptic final area. Just look wherever we can inside the wall for... Okay, yeah, this is a circle right here. I should not be going to the right. We need to be cooking with gas. We have actually made pretty good time through this game. I'm not gonna lie. Whoa, 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 whoa. That is a penalty punishable by death. My death. Laser plasma death. Okay, now... Yeah, this is a pretty simple little area. Just mohiques in here for the most part, so we're not going to really be able to fill up on energy. And we need to be very careful with our energy in the last area. There's only one place where enemies really manifest themselves in that area. Mostly it's uninhabited, so we're going to have to be very careful with our 4 energy tanks. See that we don't get absolutely just molested by enemies, by Omega Metroids in that region, because, yeah, we want to be really careful with what energy we have, because it's going to be hard to come by. There's only one place where you can really, truly farm for energy. So, up we go, and I think we're about to make it to our destination. So, let us bid a fond adieu to the hub world, because we will not be coming back. Not for a while, anyway. And we're going to be taking a somewhat roundabout entrance to it when we get back. It's not like a Super Metroid leave the planet type deal or anything, but here we are in the final area. Oh yeah, you can tell by that entrance music that things are different. They are not screwing around anymore. And neither are we. We need to get cooking and leave this place behind. We need to leave this place in the dust. We need to get exploring through it, which we will do tomorrow. Because, yeah, we've already been here plenty long today. Yeah, and stuff. Don't mess with me, Omega Metroids, you'll get more of the same. But yeah, this is a pretty long way up. This is a good place to stop right here. Let's call it a day, and tomorrow we will eradicate the last of the Omega Metroids.